acres, you know when you gotta start to finish it out, so it's up to you. So it all worked out pretty good. Now, the next task is, we got the whole valley, Friday's the last order day for everybody, Unit 6, and everybody with the weather that we've been having, they're kind of upset because now they wanna go into October, and said, no guys, it's September and that's it. So come Friday, we're gonna give it till Saturday, because last time, what time do you cut off the orders? Friday at 4:30, do you cut it off at 6 o'clock? We just go up till Friday, Saturday morning and says, okay, this is it. The Unit 6 pretty well told them, we can go to Monday, it doesn't really matter, last order date, but they said, come Monday, you gotta be ready. And we're gonna go in there and we're gonna go try to water everybody out. I'm thinking that Unit 6, by probably next Friday, we will water everybody out. There don't seem to be a lot of acres left up there. They wanna go another week, but it says, we're not gonna stay in that Unit 6 up there. There were whole water for 20 acres.
Next Friday, you mean the 23rd?
The 23rd, on Unit 6.
Why would they need water past there? Except for pecans?
The pecans, but you know, and they just think that we should stay up there as long as, down here, it said, you know, and how can we stay longer here? It said, and I have to explain to them, you gotta understand, acre-wise, it takes us a little bit longer to get the lower valley out of the way with the last order date versus up there. It said, you know, like I said, if we have enough acres, we'll stay up there 2 weeks, but you know, once we get through with the acres, we're through with the acres. And then, so, I'm thinking by next Friday, we'll be through the Unit 6, and then we'll have, all we have left is the units down here, and then I'm thinking, and then come Friday, Monday the 26th, we'll be cutting off the dam, and then we'll have enough water to finish them out by Thursday or Friday the following week for everybody else. And again, a lot of the farmers down here, that, you know, talk to them, they understand, they say, okay, guys, we're gonna be out of water by the 30th. Said, you understand when you need, well, how many days you need to water your pecan orchard? You need 7 days, and then you need to start coming on board sometimes like next Wednesday or Thursday to get your water. So everything's falling into place pretty good.
Robert, let me ask you a question
Yes,
about
sir.
Unit 6. You're talking about Unit 6 as though it's one unit, and you're not mentioning 6A and 6B.
We handle both of them, 6A and 6B.
When did you start doing that?
We've always been doing that.
We have
See,
like,
under the Joint Powers Agreement, which Al knows well about, the plan was that Elephant Butte would manage all of 6A on both sides of the state border, and we would manage all of 6B on both sides of the border.
And that's the way we've been doing it. The EPCWID does run the 6A.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah, they help us out with no problem.
Okay.
we have a longer irrigation season, there's some accommodation that we have.
The good deal up there is, James is the water master up there, and you know, once the water season ends for him, he pretty well steps aside, and he says, you know, I start working with his water masters and they try to
supervise.
And it works out real nice. And then we do the same thing with the Three Saints. They run the water up to our heading when we ask for it. And it's been working out real nice for the past couple of years, I have no problem. Again, James, you know, he steps aside and he lets me work with his men, and it's been working pretty good.
I think the other thing that, and we tell Upper Valley at our meetings always, that you have to realize with the city, in their assignments, that we actually have a standing order for 10 to 12,000 acres all the time in the Lower Valley. So like he said, he's got an order for 20 acres of pecans, and we'll try to get that watered out, and then we don't have any orders for Upper Valley. So running a whole system with nothing, whereas down here, we can run to the 26th, and then 3 days of return, or a drainage of the river to the 29th, because you have an order for 12,000 acres.
Right. And that's, so one thing I tell the farmers, you know, we try to give you a target date, so we want, if you're planting alfalfa, whatever you plan to do, you understand the water's there. I don't want to say, well, we're going to be there the 24th and then we're out. You know, we definitely try to work with these dates that we give them, and they understand it. And they don't understand the Lower Valley, so and I said the Lower Valley is a little bit different. There's always the sewer water. We can finish out whatever's left there. We don't have to worry so much of drying them out, and they've got water. So that's worked out real good. The next concern I got, and I've been talking to the farmers, and that once the water season ends, we're gonna have to go back to the 2 inches, and it's been working real good with us. One thing I've told some of the bigger farmers, if you receive your 2 inches in March, you might not get it in October, they said. But then I'm not gonna say you're not gonna get it, because what I'm gonna do is, if there's no demand and he's got his order, we're gonna give him his
Based
water.
on the demand.
The demand. Now, if somebody comes in here and hasn't used his 2 inches, I will take it away from him to get the guy without 2 inches. I just wanna make sure that everybody gets their 2 inches.
Is there a lot of people, Robert, that didn't get the 2 inches?
There's a few, Larry, there's a few.
Acres wise, what is
Supposed
it?
to be water here.
I have to go look at the spreadsheet, I got it all there, I got it all marked, and everybody received it, they're red flagged and stuff like that. So when they order, we know it, but there's quite a few. A lot of them, Larry, is the cotton people
Right,
that receive their 2 inches.
right.
But I really don't see that big problem at the end, Mary. But I gotta let everybody know that it can happen. Because, you know, there's some big farmers that can go in there and tie it up for 2 or 3 weeks at a time. And to make it fair to everybody, you know, I think that's just the way to go.
Okay.
But, you know, I think most of the cotton people are gonna be pretty well out by the 1st of October.
Yeah. With the rainfall and everything, we would expect the drainage curve to last longer this year too,
Yeah.
maybe as much as 10 days. Won't be a lot of water, but it'll be some residual.
And, you know, and this past, I'm gonna say past month with Caballo plugging up and the rain, it's been fun. It's
What
been
if they
fun.
decided to do on Caballo, that's something I wanted to ask you, are they gonna go ahead and keep that? Is it 50,000 acre feet or something?
No, no, we, because of various things overtook that issue and, the maintenance, I don't know if we briefed the board last time, it's all happened since then, is the bio debris from the burn on the Black Hills fire, which was 2 years ago, I believe, is some of the intense rainfall that we had this year caused a lot of that wood to move out of there, small pieces. I think it's burnt pine trees and stuff and juniper, but anyways, it's, you know, it's chunks of charcoal, is what it looks like, partially burned wood. And so it ended up putting a significant amount and plugging the inlet to the outlet, the inlet.
Inlet to the
lower level outlet of the dam. Yeah, and so we didn't realize that they had such a small, it's a huge structure, it's like 24 feet tall, but it has fairly small spacing on the bars, on the trash bars. And it's a vertical, so it's very difficult to clean, and it's 40-some feet out, so you can't get to it with a 60-foot grade all. So they're gonna move a clamshell and a crane in and harvest it and remove it all. We understand that sometime, we hope that they'd start on it very quickly,
Right after we,
because, you know, with the rainfall this winter, that bio may throw back up a little bit.
but they're gonna drop Caballo down to about a little less than 10,000.
All that went away.
At around 10,000, we get access to a service road down towards the intake, so we can get a crane a lot closer than we can today. And our big nervousness about the whole operation is the timeliness of the operation, because sure, by the end of the month, it's gonna be down to that level, but if we get, you know, last year we put didn't we have an event, or 2 years ago, they put like 20,000 acre feet in there.
After we shut down.
After we shut down. And so, you know, if they're down there and they don't get it clean and it fills back up, at that point, it's gonna be difficult to get to a 30,000 acre feet, so. And we can't operate next year without it being clean, right?
Yeah, they've got their contract in place for that 100-foot clamshell to move in right away. In fact, they were going to start moving it in this week, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
How are they gonna get it in again? It's gonna be fun, because they gotta have to close Caballo to get it across the river, to try to get up there to where they're at.
When they get it in there, it'd be interesting to see how they get it out.
Cause they can't travel it over the dam.
Yeah.
It's gotta go to the bottom of the river.
You know, we didn't realize this, they derated the radial gate bridge, the steel structure that goes over the radial floodgates to 8 tons. I said, well, I can't get a backhoe. I said, you gotta be kidding. So we had to have a contingency plans, and we had to do it. We were gonna have to actually shut down the release and walk any piece of equipment, backhoe, trucks, dump trucks, across the riverbed to get it across. That's a crazy design. We couldn't get it in from the county road because of the clearance on the I-10, on the I-25 underpass. We just couldn't get back to there. So it's a very, almost requires a permanent excavator to be placed on that side of the dam for emergency. And that's not gonna happen. Nobody's gonna isolate an excavator for that type of thing. But it's, either that or they need to rebuild the bridge and make it stronger so we can get something across the dam. But, we were sweating it there for a few days.
8 tons is all?
Yeah.
16. Yeah, you're not gonna get anything.
We can't get any of our pieces of equipment across, not even our boom truck. And so that was, somebody got nervous. I'm sure it was, for years and years, I'm sure they went over it with a lot heavier
I bet
stuff.
you they did.
Some inspector saw it and derated it, but they wouldn't move it over. So there's no way in, except for the county road that comes down from the Ray Canal. So,
All right, we're gonna.
So that,
Last time
do we need a motion, Johnny, for the golf allocation?
I think you did.
Have you asked us to do that? If you don't-
Yeah, a matter of fact, I got people out there that we need to place orders in right now. They're out of allotment, and it's a lot of the pecan people, small and big.
Yeah,
that-
it make me nervous as far as the district's concerned. Really, so.
Yeah, it's to conserve water, if not because of the excess flows that we have because of the rain, we will end up wasting that water if we don't.
What date, Robert? What date? Today, as of today, as
Yeah.
of tomorrow, as of?
Yeah, they're running water like tomorrow. They're just holding it off.
Would you like to go off allocation on the, what is it, 14?
14.
We need to go off for the 13th so we can start today.
Not that we got today's soon enough.
And there's gonna be a run, and right now with the rain, a lot of hay out there dropped, it hasn't been cut, and they're waiting to cut, and then the rain forecast, one day it says no rain, next day it says rain, and yesterday it said no rain, now today they're saying rain again, so.
Well,
Like you are you gonna water pecans one more time, or this?
I need to, that's the bad thing. It's,
You see, you're
the
gonna.
way the rain shoved me was wrong, and that I'm gonna have to hit it right around that October 1.
You see, you're.
And I'm one of those guys that didn't get the 2 inches, so
You'd be one of the guys.
it'll help me.
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying?
We'll give you an IOU for it.
No, I don't wanna have to start up those dang.
Yeah.
To make it
Well, like
fair,
a
I
coupon.
will if I have to.
to make it fair to everybody, that's what I figured, just
Yeah.
stay on the 2 inches, I mean, we got everything rate tagged, who's received it, I got the papers there, who's got it, and how much they still got left. And-
If we get some rain events, I won't have to, but if we have the same thing happen that happened in this last gap, I'll make it, but
But you still
I'm gonna
gonna
be short, I'm gonna be dry by the end of next week, you know.
yeah, and a
So
lot
I'll
of
be
people
that
are-
one last little thing to make sure
a lot of them are gonna start next week on the pecans, so.
that's probably about right. I mean, if I was able to start next week, but I couldn't make it till next week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so anywhere around the 20th, usually you're gonna be okay.
You wanna make the motion here?
I'll make the motion that we go off allotment as of
Today.
today.
Do I hear a second? Second. Larry? All in favor? I mean, we've been moving second, we go off of allotment water.
At the end of today, at the beginning of
Today.
today, where do you want it?
They just do it today.
Okay, I'll let you figure
Okay, now, help us with the resolution wording.
Sharon did look, well, wait,
We'll pass the motion, you'll figure out the.
Yeah, that's what.
we've done it every year, so you can go pull it from last year this time.
Been moving second, we go off allocation.
You're pretty well to the rims too, aren't you, about ready to run out?
Me?
Yeah.
By the time I get through, I'll be very close to running out. I probably only have like half the acre or something. Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
You got plenty?
Call for the vote.
You
All
want
in
to
favor, say aye.
You water too fast.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
And that's it, you know, we're gonna wrap it up in about another 2 weeks, and it's, the wrapping it up has always sounded kinda hard,
Yeah.
because they still wanna stay on, but we have to shut it down sooner or later.
We'll get Gary Eslinger to join the conference call the last day, so it rains.
Tomorrow, Friday,
Gary participates periodically, and it coincidentally it rained every time.
the rain, we call him the rainmaker.
The rainmaker.
That's
That's
it.
better things than I've heard him call it. All right, guys, well, I think we need to go into closed session. That's all I see on the agenda. We addressed this.
All right, good job.
We got rid of all the property stuff. Okay.